also in a flooded forest, but this time wasn't lucky enough to be to arrive at the base camp. Just dropped me here randomly.
People asking about the poster in the background and whether or not we'll be giving it out as a prize. I think this thing might be one of a kind, and it's actually not a poster. It's a, what do you call these things?
Pop-up banner.
Pop-up banner. So it comes with like a giant heavy metal base. I don't think we'd be able to ship it, to be honest. Plus, that's our only decor for these streams. So
for now.
I'm going to say all signs point to no.
Wow, really?
But we'll update you if things change.
Oh no, look at that. So first thing I like to point out here is Sword and Shield is one of my favorite weapon classes. And in this game, it is much better.
What is it you like about this this weapon?
So look, it's very versatile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have enough attacks, and I can still get hit.
Mm-hmm. So you don't lose that.
Yeah, never lose the possibility of getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
But the little things, right? So I just used an item there, and I didn't have to. So by using an item with the Sword and Shield in your hand, you have to hold R, which is the block, here, and then press square. But in this game, you can just press both of them pretty much the same time, and it skips the whole setting up the block animation. In Try, it used to be that you have to get into the block animation before you could do the item use animation. But this time, you can just like that.
Cool.
Super fast. And then, as I like to say it, the beginners will be able to use this, well, and advanced players will be able to use this as a, I'm gonna say, as a tool for survival. And the more advanced players will be able to use it as something for setting up items faster, like traps and bombs, which I'll do in a second.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah.
Well done.
Somebody says she likes pitfall traps. She often jumps when I use pitfall traps, so let me just try this one more time, see if it works. Oh yeah, earplugs. One of the best skills.
I thought Narga got right out of these.
No, she hasn't, yeah, that's what. I think, whoever suggested pitfall trap was kind of trolling me.
Being facetious.
Yeah. So it's one of the cool things. You learn to use traps and things like that in the game, but look, she jumps right out.
Man, shenanigans.
Yeah. Tips and tricks for you guys. And now she's angry. Probably not the best time to set up a trap. Ooh.
Is this Narga confirmed female, or is that just a habit you have?
Maybe just a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, with your knowledge of Japanese, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Japanese name is Nargacuga,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But here is Nargacuga.
Mm-hmm. They got rid of an R or L.
Yeah. But it makes it sound somewhat like cougar.
Yeah.
Although in the Japanese, it would probably been like Kuga, right? With the extended A at the end. But,
yeah. Meanwhile, they actually have a separate word for
cougar.
Cougar.
Yeah. But it does have, like, this monster does have a facial resemblance. The head looks somewhat like a feline class of animal, right?
Indeed it does.
So like a panther or something.
Yeah. It's like a panther bat.
That's the best way to explain it.
You should probably get out of there right now.
Trying.
Did Kayama just launch a potato of some sort?
Hmm?
That's his weapon. Never mind.
A potato.
It looked like he was launching some kind of red hot potato.
Because Nargacugas sure hate potatoes. Oh, camera's inverted here. He is getting hungry. Ah, no. Ah! Poorly timed dodge there. See, there's the thing about flying monsters. You have to be chasing them around so much. You know, people complain about the Rathalos, but I don't remember Rathalos running away as much as this one just did here. Short, yes. Yeah. I meant to do that in... You go, Nargacuga actually killed a Kelby and was feasting on it.
Nice.
Let's do this the old way, right? Set up the that. And then the bombs. Oh! Thanks, Cha-Cha.
Oh, they are the best.
Just boom. Yep, that's
right
how you do
in
it.
the craw.
Just set up the bomb and hope for the best.
I love the backseat Monster Hunter players.
I know. Huh? What do they say now?
Just, you know, barking orders at you.
Well, actually, what are they saying?
Well, just like drink potion. It's like he's gonna drink a potion. He's doing something.
Yeah. Still not very good at talking and playing at the same time, so eventually I'll get better at this. I hope, for the sake of the entertainment level of the stream.
Well, I feel like the irony is you've probably been had less time to actually sit down and play these games since you started working here.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Huh? And leading up to the time that I started working here, actually. Working on some other very intense projects.
Indeed. For those who remember Snow, as I recall, you're actually one of the people who got Snow into Monster Hunter, right?
Well, he was ready to start. Let's put it that way. But I don't think I played any part in convincing him to play. It was just we were at the first Captivate.
Way back.
Way back 2008.
Was that 07, 08?
08, yeah. And he had his PSP there, and I had mine. We both had the Japanese version of... no. Yeah, we had the Japanese... No, I had the Japanese version of this game. Not this game.
Freedom Unite.
The Freedom Unite. Right? It was portable 2nd-G. But we both had Freedom 2 as well. And I think it was one of the last days. He was like, let's play Monster Hunter. Well, sure, let's do it. And then him and I and some other guy that was there as well. I forget the name. We started playing, and we did like 2 or 3 quests, and he found it to be fun. So,
and then
I don't think he ever stopped, right?
Well, he eventually may have, but for years he was quite obsessive over it.
I know.
Sort of the face of the game, and as far as Unity goes.
Yeah, which puts me in an interesting position. It's big shoes to fill.
Indeed.
Yeah, missed all those hits. Really? I was blocking that. You guys saw it, right?
I missed it. I was looking at the chat.
Well, the chat saw it.
3DS version does not have online multiplayer, but it has local multiplayer, and you can play with your Wii U friend. Crossplay. You can cross co-op with a Wii U player.
Yeah, it's quite a good feature. If you have a friend who has a 3DS, you don't have to convince him to buy a Wii U. I know it's a big investment, so you just like get him a copy of the game and be like, hey, come over and let's play. So it works quite well. It's just your friend won't be able to see everything in HD, but you will. So that's your selling point there. Oh, no more stamina. Great. Oh. She's still very fast.
Hey.
Haha. So the reason I chose to show the Nargacuga is that it was not only people's favorites, you know, a lot of people like her, or him, or it, but it's also one of the returning monsters from Freedom Unite. And I think that puts it in a very special place, where Freedom Unite was a sort of what they call the second generation of Monster Hunter. And then Tri, and now 3G, becoming the third generation of Monster Hunter. And it's interesting to see this sort of, you know, returning monsters from the past. Sort of like when you see Street Fighter Alpha characters coming back in Street Fighter 4, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think in many ways, you know, we could sit and talk about how I can, oh man, wrong way. How we can make comparisons between Monster Hunter and fighting games. And this is one of the other things that I can say. And also with the Plesioth returning as well, it's yet another sort of alpha character to Street Fighter, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I lost her. Let's see here.
We have permission to discuss Portable Third. We're not forbidden from acknowledging the existence of the game, but there's just really not much to talk about beyond the game that exists in Japan, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those titles that end up being just Japan only. And
yeah, there are reasons which I guess we probably can't talk about all of them, but suffice it to say, we wanted it to happen,
yeah.
And it couldn't, so sucks.
You know, for what it's worth, I remember talking to Christian, and he said, "Well, I wanted it to happen. I really wanted it to happen, and it was out of control."
Yeah, I think he's also talked about this on Ask Capcom stream.
Yeah.
Probably close to a year ago at this point.
Yeah, and that was Sven, who is a VP in the company. So I think his opinion matters a little bit as to what titles eventually get to come here, and for some reason that was out of our reach.
Yeah. Do we know if there's going to be a digital, like a download version of this game, or we not?
We're trying to see if that's a possibility. That's what I heard, is that Japan has one that came out in the eShop.
They do indeed.
Yeah. So we're trying to see if we can replicate that here.
Yeah. That might be the kind. I think that's the kind of thing that gets nailed down a little closer to launch.
Yeah. All will be revealed, except for final boss. We can't talk about it. The final boss is yes. Jumping way too much there. The irony of this is that I brought some mega nutrients and completely forgot to use it. If you don't know, the mega nutrients extend your health bar a little more, so you have more health to your maximum health gets to be larger, and this is a good chance to use it. Alright, how much time we have left? We have just a few more minutes. And let's see if I can kill this Nargacuga now. Is there any other questions or anything that we can try to address now? Hopefully anything specific to this game.
People asking, why did we decide on Zin Ogre as opposed to Jing Olga? Again, it sounds like some kind of facial blemish. Well, it's funny because like even before this game was announced or anything, there was certain licensed goods in Japan, like the statues, that had Romanized script on them, and the Romanized script was written Zin Ogre.
Yeah, even like T-shirts and everything.
And I don't know what the origin of the word is. That's a question for probably Alfonso, who's the localization guy. But I'm dying to know. I'd love to get insight on these localization decisions. I remember back on Mega Man Legends, most of the Reaver bots, which are the enemies in that game, have just totally incomprehensible names.
Really?
And yeah, it's like, but they were they were names that were created as gibberish to begin with, but from a Japanese mindset of like gibberish that sounds good, like sounds like a name. And when localized, they neither had any meaning nor sounded like good names. You know, it was just like gibberish.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the original Legends games.
Oh wow.
Like you'd look at them and just like, I don't even know like what syllable is supposed to be stressed. I have no idea what this is.
Trying to do something different for the sake of being different. Yeah, it's funny because even the name Jin Ogre, why is there such an attachment to it? What does it even mean in Japanese? Assuming nothing.
Yeah, don't believe the katakana you're seeing in the chat. That is not correct.
Oh, here it is, Greg, to, judge you right or wrong on your Japanese skills. No, he did live in Japan for a long time.
There it is.
I'm sure he can read and write in Japanese. Ah!
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is, if it were whether it were Zin Ogre or Jin Oga, they would look the same in katakana because of the limited number of sounds in the language. There's no ZI sound. There's no Z sound, so they use a jing. So that could be Jin or Zin. You just don't know, and they don't have that RE sound. So the word ogre, like the ogres in Dragon's Dogma, is Olga. So Jing Olga. It could be Jin Oga, or it could be Zin Ogre, or it could be Jin Ogre.
Yeah, we can have a long conversation about that too.
Yeah,
right?
this could go on and on.
For the record, the Japanese sound does not include si. What we would say as, you know, like the verb si, to see, right? They use shi, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a Tekken reference to Jin and Ogre.
Let's count on that until we get the official answer.
It is not a Tekken reference. Please do not sue us.
Oh, beautiful. I ran out of potions and mega potions. I have to do this the hard way. Yes.
You guys say Rathalos or Rathalos? I say Rathalos.
Yeah, for a long time I said Hatalos because it's
Yeah. That sounds kind of cool.
Portuguese, yeah. Oh man, there was playing this game in Brazil and coming up with different ways of saying the names.
People
of
are
the
definitively like, it's Rathalos. Like, I want to know how you know that.
Yeah,
like, what is that based on? Did you look it up in the dictionary? Because that's not even their name in Japanese. So it's not like you're looking at the katakana and deducing from the phonetic, like from the sounds.
And who knows the name in Japanese?
I need to know because my grasp on this made-up language is not firm enough.
Yeah, we should do a little giveaway for whoever knows the name of a monster in Japanese here. Let me think of a monster that's not the Rathalos because we already talked about him and you're already Googling it by now. Ooh. Unbelievable.
I reckon, yeah, we gotta ask the localization guys directly for that kind of thing.
And you know, what do you mean, the Rathalos or?
Yeah, well, all that,
pronunciation?
yeah, things like pronunciation or where these names came from.
Yeah, so some of you may know we're planning a little blog series of localization notes here for this current game, and I've been speaking with Andrew Alfonso. He's in our forums even. So he's going by the name of Reno. Do not ask me to use potions. I ran out. Nothing I can do there. I even blocked, but chip damage. Another thing from fighting games. Look at that.
I love when the cha-cha emerges from your soul.
I know. You're lying down dead, and then here comes cha-cha. Let's just get this map real quick.
Sorry, you were talking about Alfonso?
Yeah. He said that, you know, we can go into some detail about how we may be able to go into some detail about how they came up with the Japanese names, right? But then again, you have to think some of these names were decided in like 2003, 2004, before the first game. And I bet you that the people in localization might not be the same team that that's working on this current game. So we might be missing. There might be voids in the details there.
I see.
But he does know all about this new game. He has been playing the Japanese version of 3G HD version.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you have that, yeah. Alright, let's do this. There you go. Finally.
Yes.
Yes.
And again, mankind asserts its dominance over the wild.
The Wild Western Monster Hunter. Sorry for everything being sort of blue right now.
Kind of looks like you're carving your Cha-Cha's butt. Well, it did.
There we go. Oh, did I carve the tail already? I think I did. That's why it's not working.